And I'm live. For me, not for you. This is recording for you. Welcome back to the Hydroneer. That is my cat who has decided that he wants to hang out for this video. But, like an annoying little child, he just sits there and go pop, 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 pop. So he's hanging out now. He might get bored and leave some point in this. But there he be. Anywho, I got a pile of money. And it weighs my trousers down so much that I need to go get rid of it lest my pants fall off. I guess that's why you wear suspenders. I'm not sure how you see your character. Can I? Nope. Toggle green screen. Interesting that they put that in there. You get a filter. Deep fried. Yeah, I don't want in that anymore. Anywho, my guy wears suspenders. I'm going to, for one, just rip that right off the pipe because that be what I do. Open that, get that working, and we're just gonna let this run and do its automation thing like it's supposed to do. But then we're going to go to the Port of Bridge with my stack of sick loot and see what all there is to buy. I know a few things that I want to get. I don't think I can get all the things that I wanted to get, but I'm going to get a few of the things that I want to get. See if we can't crash liquor truck. Jump it. It was not nearly as big of a crash as I've seen it do before, but sometimes I just flip it. Just take the chunk out of that guy's wall, and we're here. Beep. Stop, please. Fastest way to stop the truck is just crash it into something. Absolute. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna skip some stuff. You can get filters close to home, so I'm not gonna worry about those. But I am here for a funnel for sure. Just so that things go out of the harvester into that bucket a little bit better. And I could get a hand sorter, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to let that thing... I'm going to try and bypass a bunch of stuff is what I'm going to try and do. Use raw money, bypass a bunch of stuff. I'm going to get a construction hammer. It locks items in place so you can't accidentally pick them up. I do an awful lot of that, so... smelters are a little bit expensive. So I think I'm going to hold off on buying that for just a little while. I'm going to get one for now. Let's see how much money I have left over after I do this. But I'm going to purchase this lot of stuff and take my coins over here. While I was thinking, I rearranged some stuff. And buy these conveyor doodads. 4 of the splitter sorters, 1 regular check, and a GM polisher. I have enough left over for 1 more smelter. But I don't think I'm going to get 1 more smelter. In the interest of making more money, I'm going to elect to get an anvil and jeweler's hammer? What is that? Blacksmith hammer. And 1 of these casting bolts. Yes. And I will also need a small furnace. And then I just gotta load this all up in the truck. And one thing that I like about the truck is it does the no clip. A little bit aggravating putting things on the pallets that you can purchase that are supposed to be for moving is they don't do the no clip. But you see how I've stacked both of those in there super easily. It did not have to settle as things do on the wagon. I just have to get it above the bed of the truck. If it's in the truck, I can't place it, as an example. It's like if I go like this, you can see it's in the truck. I can't place it, but jump a little bit, let it go. All goes together. And I love that no clip. I wish the wagon did no clip, and I wish that the pallet did no clip, but neither of those things do no clip. I have heard some people say the pallets are bugged. I don't know if the bug is they're supposed to do no clip and they don't do no clip, but this is the superiority of the truck. It's just you can fit so many things in one little spot. We'll get a funnel and the anvil. Yes, I have some monies left over. I still have 1,300. I could get another smelter. Excuse me, but I think I will save that for pipes, because I'm going to need to get some pipes. I'm actually going to need to get one more converter piece as I think about it. Because at the bare level, the sorters aren't gonna. You gotta drop things into the smelters, and that's a little bit difficult without taking things up just a little bit. That'll all be fine. I'm gonna use this money for purchasing pipes, and lest we forget, my the automatic mine has been running this whole time. So even though I have been shopping, I've also been making money. You have to let your investments work for you. But we're gonna go put all this down in a hole. Now, if I had more money, I think I would build it out of the dirt, up on dry land, as it were. But for now, I don't. So I'm just going to build it all. Just best way is crash it. There we go. Stopped nice and quick. So the way to do it all is just drop it in a hole for now. Splitter vertical. And I'm not sure exactly. Oh, it broke because we did the filters on it. Not sure how exactly to get pipes all about there. I know. Maybe I will just wait till I get enough money to build this out of ground so I don't have to worry about all the digging. Vote now with your brains. Not that I will see them, but think, what is better? Building a nice, beautiful sorter above ground at greater cost, or worrying about the dirt and building it below ground? Which is it? But I need to buy a repair kit because I haven't put filters on my stuff. And filters will break if you have filters on the pipe. If you don't have filters on the pipe, your machines break, and you got to fix them every so often to keep things going. But maybe I'll do some manual labor. If I can find... I left my shovel in the cart. Yes, I did. I'll take you up with me. And I'll set you in the cart. And we'll do some manual shoveling. Just to try and increase my riches. I want to be... Can I... Yep. So I'll live here for just a little while. Okay, so I've been at this for just a while. Funnel, I can't put anywhere while it sits on ground level like this. It won't, like if I set it right there, I can't set the bucket underneath the funnel. So that's just down here for now. But I've been helping it out manually for manually for a bit. Not like a long time, definitely not hours, not even 30 minutes, maybe somewhere between 10 to 20. And it is so full of McGubbins that I can't see where I'm going. So I expect to make a lot of money from this if I can make it to the jeweler. Wish me luck. Boy. 10,467. So the moral of the story for this is don't sleep on manually shoveling. Once again, my light is dead. Better. And I don't mean dead. I just forget to turn it on. Turn it off because I'm on battery power now instead of plugged into a wall. And forget to turn it back on. Anywho, manually shoveling in addition to the automation. Like, if you forego the drill and just have that conveyor belt and a harvester, you get so much so fast. So muchly so that I kind of want to just empty this bucket. So smelters are great if I can get all of this in one go. There we go. I bypassed the manual one, the crucible. I guess to show what that does. Did I forget to load the crucible? The furnace. Not the smelter, but the furnace. I thought for sure I bought one. I don't see it in there. Either I might have forgot to buy one. Got the anvil. Yeah. But yeah, that tub looking thing, that's the crucible for the furnace. It is hot, and you take the bowl, the crucible, and you set it on top of that, and it does what the smelter just did, but much slower. We're just gonna slap this on. I can't because I didn't place this. Huh? It's just sitting there. Oh, we can slap it on this pipe, have it run there for reasons, I guess. And put that there just so that I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, all those shards instantly melted when I dumped them in there. And if I activate it, I get a shard bar, which I find a very funny name, shard bar. I like the name of the sound of that, but that's the smelter. I guess I can just show you. So this right here, that's the furnace. When you place it down after you own it, it automatically ignites a fire. You take the crucible that you filled with a bunch of meltable things, and you drop it in there like that, and it gets super hot. And it takes a while, but eventually it all melts, and then you pour it into one of the old casting molds. And that's how you get the bars. The smelter just does all of that instantly. So that's why I didn't worry about buying all this stuff. But I will need one of these. I left my money back. Oh, that's the cost. I was like, I have 86 coins in there? No. But I will need one of those just for forging. But I'll be getting it later. In the meantime, I need to figure out how I want to arrange all of this. Okay, just so everyone can see what I'm thinking here. So I'm thinking I've had to deal with a lot of floating dirt chunks. Change the layout just a bit. Floating cork, get out of here. And I'm gonna be setting this thing right there. I might want that T over here, actually. Yeah, that might make more sense for conveyors, but... there we go. And... that. I'll need another angle that's going to come down in front of this. But I can run conveyors right along like so. And up and out. And I put the shard in there. So that should all be good. If I can get out. Out. Do I have another? Yes. Okay. You go like that. Straight. Go right like that. And straight conveyor. Go like that. Just put that lantern out of the way. Put the cork in there for now. Grab my money pail from somewhere. Right there. Yeah, I've got money in my money pail. I was gonna demonstrate the run of it, but I don't want to lose little nuggets that I set in there. I don't have to worry about sorting that. But you can kind of see where I'm going. Dirt's gonna spit out. It's gonna move this way. I'm going to go buy a bunch more stuff. I'm gonna run it out and up. Is what I'm going to do. Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm actually going to remove this valve. I'm going to set it right there. So that if I ever want to turn this stuff off, I can come turn just that off and let the conveyors keep running. Like I say, I don't want dirt staying on the conveyors. I would like the dirt to keep going as far as it needs to reach all of my harvesters and stuff, but I'm going to try and get a bunch more conveyor belts and loop them around and have them come up those stairs, probably. Something like that. I don't know. This is where the artistic part of the game comes in. I'm like, what's the efficient way of moving this stuff? And how much can I buy with the money I got? Because honestly, I got a lot of money for buying all the things that I need. It's just now I gotta move them, and that's the unfun part. So you can do this in the compact area down there. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it to air quote win the game. But I personally just kind of like when I get my whole sorting setup over there, up against those rocks. I like having it in that part. That's just like a lot of pipe and stuff. But I'm gonna go puzzle it out. Okay, so before I buy conveyors, I'm gonna buy like $500 worth of pipe. I got the money for it. I'm gonna try running the pipe first, and then I'll go and purchase conveyor belts. But I want to kind of lay this out first. I got a whole bunch of these elbows. Come on. I find it so weird that you can't just drop stuff. Sure, there's a reason for it, but it's like, is it a good reason? So that's probably going to actually have to go there. I think it's actually probably going to have to go there, because I'm going to need to angle it. Well, right there. I'm going to need to angle it, and then take it up. And if the angle pushes right into that foundation there, that will not work. See what I mean after I lay it all out. Okay, so here's the gist of what I'm working with. Pipes coming up these stairs. I'm going to need to go buy 5 of the elevators. Did that wrong. That needs to be right there. Well, use your imagination for just a little bit. I want the conveyor belts here, the filters, the sorters are going to be pushing stuff off into funnels that sit there. I think I want that up one more. I think one more. Because if I can, I need to like lower that pipe so I can jump over it or something. We're gonna have a series of smelters underneath them, like so. And the idea is that the splitters will push off the various ingredients into these funnels and into these smelters. And I think it's getting dark, so I'm going to go take a nap. But I have it roughly laid out to where I can get the stuff up here. Need to move that back one more. And then a pressure tank right here just before the harvester. Is it 100% optimal? No. Is it good enough for me? Yes, because then that will also energize the whole line for all the conveyors. Got a bunch more pipes. I'm just gonna back up. But yeah, I'm gonna rearrange this just a little bit more still. Put it up one more level. And go buy conveyors. Okay, so there's my rough outline of it all. Ready to go buy stuff. Yes. Which is kind of weird. I have the floating conveyors now. I can move these things. There we go. Fix the orientation. And you can clip them into the pipes, so I might do something like that. But all the conveyor chutes will bring stuff up, drop it into this thing. This thing will cut it, spit it out, drop it right onto a conveyor belt that runs this way. Those conveyor belts will look something like this. They will go on something like that. They will then push into a funnel that sits something like that, and that funnel will push into, if I can, we need to move you. That. And as I look at it now, I still went one higher than I needed. Okay, now I know I've got it more or less right. It's because you can no-clip pipes. I did some weird, like, loops right there to get the pressure tank in a fun spot. Runs around, we'll put a conveyor there, have a straightaway that polishes jewels, and then we're going to start the filtering line where it filters a thing, drops it, puts it in the smelter. And that's what it's going to look like. For now, we're just going to run a nice straight line of pipes out this way. But I need to go by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the razors, vertical conveyors, 2 right angles, and 3 more straights. 2 for down here, and 1 more to go right in front of the harvester. You know what? You might think you need an angle to go in front of the harvester. I've found that the angles are a little bit glitchy in that sometimes the pieces can overshoot them because of how they like try and pull stuff. So I'm just going to get 3 straights. But we're going to run over here and grab my money. And get in my fancy water-powered car. By the way, these vehicles are water-powered. You wouldn't necessarily know it. But there's the tank of water right there. So in my mind, I like to think that the people of this universe have mastered the art of electrolysis. Somewhere in this particular vehicle, they are getting energy positive production of water into hydrogen. There we go. That's the flip that I was looking for before. Before? Last time I did this? It's weird. I'm pretty sure that was proper English. It just sounds really weird. Before... Maybe not. Don't do it. Just don't. Let's just say that I'm right, and leave it at that. But yeah, electrolysis. They have positive production electrolysis. That's my headcanon. We're gonna drop that right there. I need 1 save, 2, 3 of you, and we need right turns. 1, 2 of you. I'm gonna buy these guys and start loading them up just to make room. And the buying platform for 6 verticals. Bloop. Entertaining. Very, very good. Some people have complained that this game doesn't have an inventory system. I don't mind that it doesn't have an inventory system. I think it adds to the uniqueness of the game. And in truth, a lot of inventory systems are pretty dumb in that you can carry a lot more than you're supposed to. And I know, like, it's a game. Yes, I know. I'm not going to rag too hard on that idea. But, you know, people have been trying to perfect it for a long time in various different games. How do you manage inventory? Do items have a size? And if they have a size, what is the size? Things like Path of Exile. How many swords can you carry before you have too many swords? As I speak of the wonderfulness of the no-clip truck. Seem to have filled it to capacity. Get out. Is that how I'm going to have to do this now? Or is it just that one? Well, maybe I'm just making a few trips. Well, let's rag on the inventory now. Yep, horrible game. Give me an inventory system. Where I was actually going with that whole thing was I don't dislike having to manage this stuff the way that I do. I just wish that everything no-clipped. Well, not everything, but I wish things no-clipped, like the truck. Looks like moving that thing fixed it for me. But it's like the wagon, it works all right. It does what it's supposed to. No qualms against the wagon. But the pallets bother me. I would like to be able to buy a whole bunch of stuff, load it all onto a pallet. We'll run over here and look at what the pallets look like. This right here. They're expensive too, $400 and something. And you can stack things on here, but if you don't stack them perfectly, like your fun little game of Jenga, they fall off. And you have to manually see, like that right there. And I would like a no-clip world, like the truck. Because you see, if this block that I'm carrying clips into this one that I've already placed, I can't set it down. And that just frustrates me greatly. So if that worked like the truck, is then something you could pick up and carry. So I could put like all of my elbows, my pipe elbows on one pallet, all of my straights on one pallet, all of my tees on one pallet, and sort things wonderfully like the truck, I would be down for that. But they don't work that way. And that is my complaint. I don't mind that it doesn't have an inventory, but I do wish that the game made it easier to massively carry lots of different bits and baubles. While I'm here, actually, with my 6,000 coins, I think we're going to try and get some more smelters. I'm going to need a total of 3 more. And I should be able to afford that. I can. Nice. Full automation. That the truck seems to be undulating a little bit. And the frame rate feels just a little bit sluggish right now. Not sure why. They did just have a patch that was supposed to optimize the game, so I think it'd be behaving a little bit better. The one thing that I can't afford yet that would be nice would be this gem compressor. But I'm just a little shy of that. So instead, I think I'll just get some scales. Leaving me with some 1,000 coins. I found the furnace that I bought and forgot to load up. And I've since purchased another, but it's sitting right there. It can just stay right there. I'm gonna go toss the coins in, hop in my hydro-powered truck, and get this monstrosity back home. But I think the only thing that I'm going to be missing after all of this, look at those shocks. This truck be listening to some pumping bass. I'm unsure. It might not like the hill right now. I've overloaded it. It's like I did not try and turn that sharply, but it's just not liking what's going on. Turn. Don't hit the rock. Turn. Stop turning. Turn just little bits, please. Like lowrider going on right there, bouncing like. You can do it, truck. I believe in you. Yeah. That's I guess Dracula mixed with the Three Stooges. I don't really think. Blah de blah. Hotel Transylvania. Come on. You're making it. I'm almost there. Almost home. Let's see if we can get there without crashing into anything other than the light pole that I'm aiming for. Yeah. Okay. I might have to do a save and reload, but we're just gonna sleep off the night and see. Maybe. I did a save and reload, and the truck freaked out. Thankfully, it didn't fly away with what monies I have left, but it tried to make it into orbit. At least the stuff stayed in the back. That's nice. I guess the reload reset some valves. Because that wasn't dripping before. Oh, that should have been dripping even as well, in addition to. Because I teed that off right there. You can stay there, I guess. For now, I think I'm going to come all the way over here. I'm just going to pull that, just so that I don't have to listen to the dripping. I did turn the water effects down in the options menu, but it's still a little bit annoying, and it's still kind of chuggy. Still just a little bit frustrated, I feel. But yeah, you can kind of see what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit. Just a bunch of this, lay out some pieces. In the interest of a shorter recording time, I will pause my adventure. Okay, so back in it. Got all that done. Organized, nice and neat. The truck is trying to escape. I got in it, and it went for a flight. And then it just shimmied its way all the way down here. So I did another reload and resave. Think it's back to normal, but when I got in it to flip it right side up, and it just went away into the wild blue yonder. Not that. But this is everything all set up. Bought a few tools just to show people the saw used to cut resources and coins, so you can go and you can go and get double those things. We're just gonna put those things back together though. So one of these bars, shard bars, is going to go in this here pressure tank. I should probably lock that down because I tend to pull them out. I took the hammer and I locked most of these things down so that I can't pick them up. How you do it is when it's orange, you just whack it and it turns not orange. And then you can't pick it up. Simple as that. But we're gonna take a shard bar. There we go. Got some nice pressure going on. That'll probably last for quite a while. Lowered all those pipes so that I can get in and out a little bit better. And we're gonna just hook it all up now. If I can get there. Okay, so all of those things are running. Oh, I didn't set up the filter. So what you're supposed to do is take these little things, set them, what is going on? Stay. What is going on? No, no. Okay, so what I did is I took this thing off and I let it run for a while just to get a bunch of resources. The conveyor wasn't making it all the way up because of water pressure, so I had to move the tank. Got a bunch more than what I was wanting, but I have it turned off now in the hopes that these things stop bouncing like crazy jumping beans. What you're supposed to do is set it right there on one of these things, and it sorts it out. And what I don't have yet is Cloutium, so I'm not going to be getting any of that. See, that's a shard. Gonna need to clean out all of these because they're all like mixed up in really weird ways. Iron and iron? Yeah. So the iron can go back in there. That iron can go back in there. Gold can go back in there. Shard bar can go back in there. I lost my scale, by the way. It's clipped in the dirt somewhere in here. I tried to drop it and it placed it, but I think like somewhere right in here, the scale's in there. So I'm going to have to go buy a new one. And then eventually when I get Cloudium, I can sort Cloudium on this. And the jewels will just run off into this bucket where that gold's at right now. So two things that I want to do is, one, clean up all of my mess. And then two, put the conveyor belt back. Okay, that should be everything all cleaned up. I put this out of the way till I get Cloudium ingot or Cloudium ore. I don't want to get a bar because then I can't filter it. I see an emerald that I'm trying to get. There we go, because I want that to go past the polisher once more. I don't think it will polish it right there. I don't know for sure. But yeah, those things are all sorted. Turn it back on. Okay. So if you watch, see the uncut gems are getting polished. Everything's getting sorted into their appropriate smelters. Except all the way at the end, things are just getting split. And they're going to go willy-nilly into one of two. That one I missed. But if you watch it, fancy polished. And then you can let this run. I wouldn't say I've quite won the game yet. There's two things I need to get before I say I've won the game, and that's a little bit of Cloudium and a gem compressor that I have to do some shenanigans with the pipe here to get hooked up. Basically, it's you gotta like drop it down one and then put the gem compressor right there. But for the most part, this is automated money creation. And just as a little demo of things, we'll end before we end it. We'll show gold bar. You set the gold bar in the furnace there. You let it get super hot. You go to your anvil. You pick a thing that you want. The most valuable thing you can usually make is a necklace. Now with the gem compressor, it will take like all of your emeralds, your sapphires, and compress them from whatever weight they are, because that's kind of a tiny thing, into one super big thing. And that's how you can use lots of gems, value, weight in one of these builds. But I'm just kind of stuck with this one little one right now. But you drop that on the anvil. When your gold bar gets nice and hot, you drop that on the anvil. You take your saw, you cut it into two because it says it needs two. You take your blacksmith hammer, you give it a whack. And there you go. You made something money worth. Emerald necklace. Now you can take this to a stock market and sell it at a stock market. I generally don't like running around to all the stock markets, checking their prices. I just go with what's close. Sometimes I'll make things and store them up. But the money that you make is still based on the weight of this item. So whatever gold and jewel I put in that still is the base value for it. But there's some multipliers that come in. And this one little thing is worth 1,390 Hydro coins. I was about to say gold, but it's not gold because gold is what I used to build the necklace. But you get the idea. And there you go. That's basically it. You now have a way of automatically sorting and almost crafting. To my knowledge, there's not a way to automatically craft things, but this is as close to automation as you get. You get the raw resources, you build the things, you sell them for money. You AFK from the game, you get infinite monies. Just bunches of monies. So, ooh, Cloutium. Got the Cloutium. Drop that there. That's nice that I got that before the stream was over. Before the stream done recording, but we can put this. Got a weird thing going on right now where things are just right up in my face every time I try and place them. It doesn't have any depth to it. But yeah. So now any more Cloudium we get will be sorted into this spot and melt it down. Super rare. Any gems, whether it be ruby, sapphire, emerald, or onyx, will be dumped in this pail here. Not ceremoniously. And yeah, iron, gold, shard, Cloudium, which I haven't gotten any. There we go. Won the game. Thank you so much for watching. In the length of this episode, because I just can't play short to save my life, I'm gonna call it here and just let this thing run for a little while. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Out, bro.